Themes of idea are important to me because I can frame it through this discussion that we've had many times throughout our project of higher education being a reflection of society. And this is a very, I would say, a well-meaning idea and well-meaning intention. But throughout this project we ask questions about this that are very, personally important for me. Whether universities should really be just a reflection of society in terms of copy-paste, and what is, idea principles reveal to all of us, and for me as well, is that universities should aim to work better than being a mere reflection, because as we have established throughout this project and our capacity building right here in Zadar, is that if we were to just reflect society, we would also reflect many of exclusions that are present in society. So in those terms, I think idea mostly means to me changing those societal conditions within the university framework and doing better and improving conditions for people.
Those topics are important for me because this is my everyday life as a teacher, and I can see those various things of diversity and inclusion and non-inclusion in my class in everyday life, and I really love my students, and I want to recognize and actually know what is happening in front of me.
I mentioned this humanizing part as some kind of supplement or addition to all these kind of notions of professor students and students, because some things that we can do sometimes go beyond the institutional sphere that we are a part of, right? We constantly think about, okay, what do we as an institution can do to make people feel better, to be more inclusive and whatnot, but we often come into some kind of situations where we just need to rely on our knowledge, prior knowledge, and on our sense of being a human being and basically help people, whether that's a specific urgent care for someone who fainted, or whether it's some kind of advice if somebody's feeling like he's being harassed or something. We should be aware. Sometimes I think when we're too long in this kind of institution, we are being careful how to act in front of students, how they act towards us, and what are the measurements we can do as an institution. We forget that there are some things, some measurements and some ways of helping them to go beyond the institution, right? Sometimes we need to include all these things and be reliable. Okay, if something problematic happens, maybe that's not something that the institution needs to take care of, because it goes beyond legal aspects of this world, or if something happens to someone, we will need to react on that.
Sometimes, or usually, I feel very alone in this everyday situation in the class, and I actually came here because I want to learn some practical steps or practical guides how I can better understand and support my students with their problems, or maybe some special things about their needs. And it's really helpful to hear that every of us have some similar and some differences in the class every day. So just to hear some other perspective, and just to feel that we are a group of people who are dealing with the same thing is really helpful for me as a teacher.
I think that my vision is mostly related to something that we discussed, is the culture of belonging. And for me, and what I've seen in many of my colleagues is belonging in terms of what values are important for our institution. So what values are important so that our institution can make a commitment to. And in our perspective, I see that with our colleagues that if they have a sense that their university has values that they want to promote, and those values are also in accordance with their own values, then we have, you know, a sense of community, a sense of working together towards something. And I think, you know, this sense of belonging through values is something that is definitely part of that future that I see here.
My vision of any university in the world, as far as I can say it, so vision to make something better and to improve is, I think the vision of university should be, and I think it's not so far-fetched idea, to have increasing cooperation between all levels, whether it's administrative, the main men's in the university or universities, and professors and administrative staff and students. We need to be in more cooperation, exchange some ideas, and actually listen to people, right? And I think in the future we will have definitely here, but also in some other places, ways of new ways of listening and new ways of addressing a lot of different things. I also think in the future there will be some mistakes, maybe errors, but we shouldn't be afraid of them. Only through errors we can learn something new, and basically communication and cooperation, I think we can look forward a little bit, however dark sometimes the world seems, especially in some states now, can be a quite joyous place. Place full of understanding, and cooperation is something that can be quite enjoyed, yeah.